my feet. I was gonna make this private, but I was like, you know what? Let's free the chat. Now, I wasn't gonna do a watch list tonight, but we got to talk about some stuff. So that way too, I could put some of the Chads who've been locked in. Free the chat until the chat free. We'll be able to see what you guys do with your freedom. So I have a special surprise for you too, also. But yeah, welcome to the first ever Bubbleside Chat. I hope you remember this one. I think you won't forget it because I'm in a bathtub, but also because it's about credit. No, the tweet was not a joke. You thought I was kidding? Dog, I'm clapped. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm wearing a bathing suit. That's it. Like I said, I don't know if you guys just got here, but I'm really scared to show you my feet. Now, y'all creep me out when I do that. It's a normal behavior, but y'all been fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got the bubbles for you, bro. That's you'll see. But everybody's free. Everybody could chat. Everybody could see this. We could talk about a lot of things today. We'll go over a lot of different things. But we do got to talk about some things for tomorrow. Actually, a couple of things happen, man. I don't know if you guys know, but bond volatility. Have you looked at the move index? But yeah, like I'm saying though, I freed all the chads because like depending on how you guys perform tonight, that will depend on your delay tomorrow. Isn't that something? So yeah, but I think is it am I supposed to fill it to the top? My girl gave me this, so I haven't even put in the bubbles. Oh man, y'all really thought I was kidding, huh? No. I got the bathing suit on, bro. Like, see, you can see I can show you my knees. Y'all don't sexualize kneecaps, huh? Background play. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys, have you ever seen these? I've never really used one of these. I already put the stop it at the black thing. Oh shit. Well, all right. Let's. Ooh. Wow. Ah, my toes! Get my toes out the way. No, man. I've been exposed. All right, man. I feel like you're going to see my fucking toes eventually. Again, I got a bathing suit on. That's what I mean. Here, y'all see, you got the bathing suit. I already knew. We've taken precautions. I'm in the fucking guest bathroom. But yeah, bro, I got a computer too. Y'all thought I was playing with you? Oh, I got charts. I still got pretty pictures. Y'all tripping. So yeah, here, I could look at the pretty pictures when I go and yeah, so there you go. Oh, I needed this, bro. Dude, I got tackled. I got a rebound. Bro, tell me why I got a rebound and homeboy tackles me. I get fucking tackled, dog. Yeah, I got the tape on the camera. Fuck yeah, dog. You think, oh, I didn't put my arm inside this bath. Oh, woo! Oh, praise the Lord. So yeah, bro. Here's the deal. Private credit. So before we get into anything, I got a nice bathtub, dog. This is my guest bathroom because my nice bathtub got mirrors and shit. You can see out. I had to lock myself in this room if I wanted to go live. It's not bad though. You know what I'm saying? I said it vibes, see? I just can't go down and show you my toes. I'm fully laying in the water right now. I already got the Epsom salt, dog. Yeah, bro, I'm kicking it. That's why I felt bad. I wanted to make you guys a video because, like, dude, go look at the move index. So, yeah, the move index went up. Bond volatility climbed. Oh, I don't know if I have that chart. Ah, my toes! Hold on. Here, let's see. Let me see if I have. Do I have the one? Oh, no. Oh, I had a bond chart I wanted to show you. Because it had to do with the puts. I didn't get that one. I'm not getting out of here now. But yeah, there's a bond volatility chart, but then also the put to call ratio, dog. So the put to call ratio, I mean, it literally went up. So remember the last couple days, people were just selling, but they weren't really buying puts. But they did start buying puts, out of the money puts. Maybe that's why some of those ended up working. But that's not the big deal. The big deal is private credit. So let me, see, I'm moving in shit. That's the S&P, and that's private credit. I don't know if people realize this. So I brought this up like 2 weeks ago. Yesterday, Gunlock was bringing it up. and a lot of people. But here's the deal. I didn't think this would happen for a couple of more months or a couple of weeks. But the problem is that it's actually like getting clapped already. This is probably going to be one of the big issues. If it's not Wall Street figuring out that there is a, local AI models and how that changes a lot of the game, it's probably going to be the private credit. So that's part of it. If you're wondering why people are even kind of freaking out, I mean, make no mistake, it's been a couple of weeks already of just like private credit actually getting clapped. So that's kind of how we got here, amongst other reasons. The AI freak out, the CapEx, Jerome Powell saying they don't know about the rate cuts. What else? There was like two more things. The end of the government shutdown. We were talking about that. Yeah, I'm really in the tub right now. Y'all better listen though. I have four other pretty pictures. So yeah, this private credit thing is big. And I mean, what it means is that essentially there's risk in the market. So some people are even saying that eventually they're going to have to bail out private credit. But, if you ever wonder like why we're looking at gold and we're like, oh, someone's getting liquidated, or you've had like two or three companies get clapped recently. And like there was Renovo. There's two redemptions that got blocked today from hedge funds. So there's strains of capital, strains of liquidity. It's probably going to arise through your boy private credit. I mean, eventually it'll reckon and affect the market to a degree. And that will be whether the AI bubble. We're taking a bubble bath. But yeah, that's when you'll know, how strong or weak it is, I guess. I don't know if you'll get a bailout. I mean, it'll eventually bleed into banks and all of that other stuff. But long story short, it's one of the risks and it's one of the areas of pressure on both the dollar, credit, lending, all of that that's going on right now. So keep this all in mind. I do think right now is like a little bubble. I don't think people will freak out. Once it chills out, it'll go back to normal. But if it gets a lot worse, I wouldn't be surprised if the market started reacting to it. So that's the first big thing. That's why it's starting to get pretty wild. And it's just, again, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but the fact that it's actually kind of accelerating is quite fascinating. Now, tomorrow we'll see, because you got to think about it. If AI, Nvidia, if they do good, if they pull, you remember when Apple used to be the one, bro? You remember when Apple, everyone was like, is Apple going to save the market? Well, yeah, now that's Nvidia. So if their earnings are good, they say it's not a bubble, they reaffirm everything, people are going to love it. All right. But at the same time, if that gets worse, put it this way, if Nvidia does bad, what do you think credit investors are going to feel towards private credit in billions and billions of dollars or hundreds of millions and other, less quality AI companies? So that's the first part. Now I gotta. Ooh, it's hot, dude. This bubble bath, dog, is kind of. So here's the other one. This one's actually kind of crazy, because for the first time since 2012, I think, you have corporate bond spreads. If you took investment grade bonds and looked at their spreads compared to every other investment grade sector, it is the widest that it's ever been. So that's pretty wild. Pretty much there's now starting in some areas of private credit, and now even some of, the best companies in the world, they're literally having terrible spreads right now, meaning they're not as liquid, you can't trade them as easy, and usually that's a sign of stress. So that's the first time in 13 years that we're seeing that. This is like when you hear Oracle bonds, all of that, that's pretty much what you got going on. So there's that. And then here's another one. So I don't want to freak you guys out about the corporate bonds, because like I'm saying, I knew this was going to come up. We saw it like a couple weeks ago with Oracle, but it wasn't supposed to play out this fast. And then again, if Nvidia is good, and then, you get some payouts and some of the pressure stops, I think this will be a big deal coming into next year. So I'm glad you all get to hear this. I said that the first time, but this right here is the cash. So cash levels by hedge fund manager survey, Bank of America, it's at 3.7. And then every time it's this low, it pretty much leads to a decline. And then in like 3 to 12 months, it does better. But long story short, markets are pretty high and everybody's already invested. Bonds are getting clapped, not government bonds, but corporate bonds, and nobody has cash. So there's that. And then this one, I think I got one more for you. Oh, the bull bear. This one, can somebody find this for me? I have an old video, I think, from 2017 maybe. And it's the bull bear index. It's like the AAII and then the bullet BSPX 50, I think. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? And it's like anytime it goes under 20, it's an automatic buy. And that's why I think you're getting Chop City. Because pretty much anytime sentiment gets below like certain levels, I think you can see it like right around here, the market usually, it's a perfect dip buy. Almost like there's like a 20-year, 30-year chart. But long story short, that's why you get this choppiness. Because market has crazy fear right now. Everything starts to drop. And then if you look at some of these like broader indicators of buying, they get really bullish. And I think that's what happens is everybody kind of piles in their systematic strategies and then it just goes right back up. But then that's why the situation kind of still persists and then you play that choppiness. So yeah, that's the little quick recap for the short term. But now, I'd say, do you have any questions? Dude, it's hot, man. This fucking bubble bath. I'm getting hot in here. I already did take off my clothes. I have a bathing suit on. I'm just scared. I'm still terrified to show you my feet. That's why I could just lay down and look up. Praise the Lord. But yeah, there's a comparison. The bull bear index. You could pull it out at any time. If there's like a 20-year chart, I can't find it. There's the AAI 50 index. And anytime that goes below 20, all you do is buy. That's all you got to do. But other than that, it's there's another one. There's two of these indicators, and anytime it's like only 20% of the market is bullish, you buy every time, you'll make a shit ton of money. So I have an old video on it. I sounded like a child, so I forgot about that. So look at y'all get freed from the chat, and the first question you're asking me is whether or not my girlfriend broke up with me. Motherfucker, I'm taking a bath with the fucking look. I got a bubble ball. I got a bubble bath ball. You think my girlfriend broke up with me when I got a bubble bath, dog? When I got a fucking bath bomb? You think, what are you saying? You didn't watch the philo? And then you gonna get mad at me? You gonna be like, oh, Josh, why'd you leave me out? Oh, Josh, why'd you kick me out? Because you weren't even listening. You weren't even listening. And you going off an old tweet. Oh. So yeah, no, I don't know. You gotta go watch the philo. Maybe you don't know if I broke up with my girl. I don't know if I broke up with my girlfriend. Maybe I'm sad and I'm laying in the bath. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah, either way. Oh, you walked into the first Bubbleside chat. It's funny because like I giggled earlier. It's this week, people keep talking about a bubble. So we are in a bubble bath. I think that's fascinating. But yeah, I had another thing. I mean, is anybody confused about anything in the chat? You could ask those questions, though. You could feel free. But that's all I had. I had one more thing. I want to find that bull bear index. Spreads are widening. So corporate or government spreads are tightening. And that's because Mr. Besant. But other than that, the corporate bonds, those are the ones that are widening, and especially investment grade, and that's just not a good sign. Credit default swaps and other things are going up, but the spreads and the liquidity on corporate bonds, I mean, let me put it this way. The next big blow up you're going to have, it's going to be somebody not being able to pay a corporate bond. Again, people don't want to buy them. If anything, look at how things are trading. People may want to buy the dip on the market, but people are not feeling too confident about buying the dip on bonds, hence why the spreads are so high. No, I think if Nvidia is good, that might open a, just as quickly as things get bad, they get better. I mean, again, they said sound and resilient a couple times. And yeah, that made things better. But if Nvidia is good tomorrow and like people, if Jensen's like, it's not a bubble or tripling up guidance, all this other stuff, then yeah, people might forget about this as quickly as it comes. Because again, when I brought this up to you guys, I thought corporate credit was going to be an issue next year. You know what I'm saying? Not this year. I mean, it's kind of crazy. We still have a month left, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that. And if anything, that might lead to a rate cut. But then again, we'll see. But for now, it's something to pay attention to. Be aware of it. Most people weren't aware of it, but now, just in like a week or two, it's already gaining some traction. But it's having a real life effect. Again, Oracle bonds are getting destroyed. Think about it, if you're not understanding the bonds, it's no, is it? Oh, you're close. It's AAI bull bear spread. There's one of those. Let me see that when I get out of the bathtub. But can it go back 20 years? If you could get the one that's 20 years out, you'll be fine. Yeah, bro. You already saw my. I know I've had toe leaks. I know y'all gonna. I have a bath. I have a bathing suit on, so this is like me being in a pool right now. So don't worry, I'm not going to put y'all in an uncomfortable scenario. Even though I'm taking a bath in a damn bathing suit, y'all playing me. But I'll look up that USIBS thing because there is one that's like really important. And it's like, it's a good indicator. It just kind of shows you broader, like bullish, bearish. And if you follow that as your like entries, oh, dude, it's awesome. It works almost every time. But yeah, if you guys don't know how the bonds are pretty much like, think about it. All these companies over the last couple of years, they're like, we're going to get into AI. We're creating AI. And then a lot of startups, a lot of different companies, they go and raise money through the bond market, even private credit market. And then they go raise money for these projects. And then now they have a maturity or an interest payment. So think about it. It's been 3 years. So usually by like year 4 to year 7, that's where mother effers can't pay back stuff. But that's what's going to pretty much happen is that all the people who are making money with AI, they're going to be able to pay their bonds back. But then the people who can't, if they didn't make money, those are going to be total losses for anybody who invested. And then the sad reality is that in the last like 12 or 18 months alone, people have invested more money into these bonds than ever before. It's actually disgusting. I think in like 1/4 of 2028, like 2028 has in 1/4 has as many maturities or dollar amount as all of 2023 or 2022. To put it into perspective, every single corporate borrowing all combined is in 1/4 of 2028. So yeah, it's gonna get interesting. No, this isn't going to turn into a TLT play. It'll first be a gigantic short before. It'll probably be HYG getting clapped. And then when the Fed steps in to save it, then that will probably be your bond play. But then you're going to be better off buying IG credit rather than TLT because that's where, and then it'll be another precedent setting. The Fed steps in to bail out banks and big money who is already rich and took a bunch of moral hazard. But Chop City, I think, is because the bull bear index. That's what I'm telling y'all. Because every time the bull bear index because it's already triggered it. I think right now, like 80% of stocks are trading really low. So every time that happens, it just triggers a bunch of computers and old guy investors like me to buy. And then it bounces, and then the problem doesn't dissipate, and then it comes back again. I think in 2022, you stayed below like the bull bear index. It showed a buy signal all year, but it was pretty brutal if you bought it too early. So, the timing of it and the price is definitely an issue. But these are all things I think are going to happen next year. The irony is just Nvidia earnings is tomorrow. That's either going to exasperate this corporate bond situation or it'll make it a lot better. So we'll see. We will see. I had food before this. I'm surprised I haven't farted. Yeah, 400 people are watching me shower. That's cool, dude. I fart a lot live, bro. My feet. Well, it's good. I wanted to test you guys. I wanted to see how everybody who got freed from the chat. I wanted to see what they do. And I don't know. If I don't like it, I'm gonna add like 10 minutes to the delay tomorrow. Say fuck it. You know that? You're gonna if the bell is going by the time the data comes out, you're gonna be hearing the Pledge of Allegiance. So I make the most of it. Make the most of it. But yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know. Or any of you, none of you got any locked in questions. You only want to ask me at 6:30, bro. It's 5:30 where you're at. It's 7:30 here. It's nice, bro. Dude, I got tackled. I come down for a rebound, and this big motherfucker, 250 pounds, he said he couldn't stop. Oh, dude, it felt kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got my back cracked, but yeah, I was like, you know what, bro? I don't want to sit down. I need to lay in a tub of water. But then again, I wanted to show you these charts. Again, I didn't know the corporate credit got so bad in a couple days. And then, do you guys remember everything else, bro? I hope you remember the main part. The move index has moved up. It's not like at a crazy point right now, but over the last couple weeks, man, bond volatility has climbed. And that's what I'm saying. Starting from like yesterday, it's only Tuesday, bond volatility shot up. And then you also had the move index and out of the money puts start to jump. Yeah. No, Japan is because they're doing terrible, dude. Japan is because they're starting beef with China, and then they fucking had one of the worst GDP prints. They had one of their worst economy prints since COVID. It was the second worst since COVID. And after that, it was just, think about it. They're supposed to be raising rates and stopping stimulus, but that means they're about to start stimulating again. This whole like, oh, Japan can raise rates. It lasted for like a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. But the way the economy's looking, they might need to stimulate again. So I wouldn't say it's because of corporate credit, but in a weird way, if America corporate credit gets clapped, I mean, Japan might look a little more attractive. Maybe that'll save Japan actually, because maybe if the money has to leave corporate credit and then they bail that out, maybe that moves some money to Japanese, and then that way they don't get bond vigilanteed out of stimulating again. But they're going to have to. It's going to be really weird for Japan, but I wouldn't say that's the primary concern just yet. Whew. When HYG? Well, I would be careful. I wouldn't add it to your long term, but you'll know it when you see it. I'll probably make another video in the bubble bath, but pretty much when somebody gets clapped, when you get an investment grade bond showing real signs of pressure, like even beyond what you see with like a Oracle, when somebody blows up, you'll still have time to make a play. Anytime we've hit HYG a couple times, even around the election, that was something that moved, and we hit a HYG earlier this year, if you guys remember. But yeah, you could wait till shit gets out of hand, and you'll be good. Or it will probably the days before it'll start going crazy. So it's, again, corporate credit, all credit moves very slow. So you don't want to be too early because if you're wrong, it's just going to do nothing. And then you paid the volatility premium. So you got to watch out. I think you could still get a Santa rally. That depends on your boy Jensen tomorrow. It's hot, dude. Will I ever have the watch list non-members only? We might. I said beginning of next year. So this is what I've been doing with the guy. I mean, this is the first time I did it in the bathtub, okay? But I was considering, we would play like Battlefield and shit. But, we'll see how the chat is. If everybody can uphold the vision, if people could have vision, can align very well, have character and discipline, I would love to welcome everybody. But other than that, man, if it's not serving you, you're not making money off of it, you only want to be there to like mess around, I think it's a waste of money and time. Because like, truthfully, I do think a lot of the people who are so willing to pay for it, and like, dude, it's 1,000 people, like, no exaggeration, it's because they're benefiting off of it. And that's why I want a lot of y'all push to think on your own and start learning how to use me as a tool, because it's going to help you out a lot. But like, if you're listening to me for 6 hours and you can't make $5 a month off of it, I think you should put your time elsewhere. Because that's how we started at the beginning of the year. And remember, they were harassing me for Jesus and Philo. So I said, all right, done. And they were like, how will I make $5 a month, Josh? It's out. And I understand, I went half a decade without ever charging people. And now you see what they are willing to even pay me. Believe me, it was never about the money. But at some point, man, for the second half, I can't let people sit there and do fucking nothing when we are bringing you information ahead of algorithms. We're bringing you info ahead of the biggest bond and stock investors in the world. At this point, Warren Buffett and Michael Burry's copying us. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why, I really want to encourage people to make a fucking bag. And I say it aggressively. I'm not trying to bully anybody, but it does get me excited because, I did challenge some of y'all at the beginning of the year and y'all met me there. And they did it. And that's what I'm saying. It's at some point, even X amount is a very small investment for them because of the return. And that's what I'm saying, bro. There is some real results here in the chat from your character, how you behave, your peace, your love, all the way down to real estate, the long term, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just yeah, dude, you could get results. I don't want just a bunch of fake ass people. Hello, I love you. I love. No, we don't need that. We're not here. That's not why people really listen to me. That's not why they banned me off Bloomberg, dog. That's not why they fucking hide my channel. You know what I'm saying? It's not because people are having fun. It's because we are giving some information to everybody and they could really change their life, build up their own personal power and their own personal freedom. That's what I believe. So you see what I'm saying? And it's I have to push everybody to get there. So, and then again, we have a lot of flippancy and other things. So like I said, I'll be judging the chat and seeing how everybody could handle it. But at some point, I have a duty to put in interest the people who have already gone very far and the people who have used this to already make those steps. And if that isn't you already, please don't get mad at me because I love you and I encourage you. If you really listen to what I'm saying, I'm throwing you some dimes still and you got to use it. But like I'm saying, though, I encourage you to take action. Take action with the long term. If you're going to fucking gamble, dude, you better be gambling the right way. Use your budget. Use everything we have at our disposal, and you're going to be able to benefit. And if it's not serving you, put the fucking gambling down and go build some AI. Go build a company. I'm telling you, ask anybody I've given a hard time to. Oh, shit. Anybody, I'm getting too relaxed. Anybody I've given a hard time to, man, and those who actually, instead of thinking it's my social life and being, oh, he's mean, he's that, the people who actually do it, they did amazing. So it's good. I mean, you hurt my feelings too, brother. I tell all of the people that. A lot of people let me down. So I praise God, and I'm very grateful for the people who actually cherished what we had. And it doesn't even matter about feelings because like I'm saying, I want freedom for everybody. Do you understand? For real, do you get what I'm saying? So each person who went and got freedom, bro, that's the key. That's what I'm saying, bro. I just want freedom. I want people to be independent. If I hope that when there's sparks, I hope it flies. But yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, we had 5 years of nobody getting their feelings hurt. But again, go look. People asking me about my girlfriend, dog. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think it's the internet. But people are more concerned with my personal opinions and my personal life than benefiting their own. And I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? If I was just bro, believe me, I'm making money on YouTube now, but I don't really like it. Because I'm telling you, bro, it's this is so fucked up. My audience is supposed to be for making money. They get mad at me when I make money. You know that? Do you realize if I lost money, I would have more followers? If I gave y'all dog shit, everybody would be in a good mood. Some of you, your feelings get hurt when I make money. Some of you get your feelings hurt when thousands of people buy a home and make money and do all these things, and then You didn't because you had the same information, but you were listening to God knows what else that distracted you. And that hurts your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So I love everybody. I mean, believe me. That's why I'm always trying to make these efforts here and there, like right now. But at the same time, the gate is closed. And if those with ears to hear, brother, I really hope y'all do. You know, we have a great year coming next year. You know that, whether it's a fucking collapse, whether it's credit, whether it's a golden era, maybe Main Street does good, the other ones do bad. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I get ready for it. And that's why, at the same time, if you could learn how to benefit off of what we have, I think you're going to be great. And you're going to kind of realize everything like a lot of others. But at the same time, if you want to play with your future, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not the one. I just think your time will be better off elsewhere. Or you just got to make a hard choice, man. I know, bro. So get prepared. Whew. It's hot, bro. I didn't think it'd be this hot. Ronaldo was at the Trump dinner? No way. I know Jensen was there. Did you guys hear that? They were in Saudi, and Jensen and Elon showed up at this Saudi investor meeting. Jensen did it right before earnings. Habibi, what is the report? Come on, tell us. You can tell us. How many a black well? Huh? I have oil well, you have a black well. Let's make a deal, Habibi. Let us make a deal, Habibi. What do you mean a black well? Oil is a black. Oil well, black well, same thing, Habibi. Why you make a problem? I don't know. I want to see though, bro. Like, Jensen is a fucking, like, I don't think y'all realize he's a top tier entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very good. It's like he goes in and he hypes up everybody. Every event, bro, even if it's shitty, even if there's nothing, bro, he goes around, he hypes. So you guys think I'm a fucking entertainer? You guys think I'm entertaining? Have you seen your boy Jensen? Every event, dog. He is a fucking, y'all underestimate. I'd say 10% of the market cap is just fucking hype. And not like financial AI hype, like just Jensen like gassing motherfuckers up. And just everybody's like, yeah, I'm down. I'm fucking down. The hard choice is not $5 a month. Say that out loud. Do you see how stupid it sounds? The hard choice is, what are you doing with your time? You see what I'm saying? So at $7 or $5 a month, I need you to multiply that or divide it by 7 hours a day. You need to use your time and make a fucking bag right now while there is opportunity left and right. You have idiots making money. You have random people who just got to this country building fucking nuclear reactors. Everybody and their mother is creating all sorts of businesses. Even the plays at the beginning of the year. You have everything. So that's what I'm saying. How are you using your time? That's the tough decision. That's the hard decision. That's what I'm saying. Do you want it to be like happy? Do you want it to be like, oh, it's fun, it's entertaining? Like, why are you listening? It has to be of value. That's what I agree. I don't wake up to not provide value. Ask the guys every morning. I'm gonna be up at 4:30 scouring the globe for information to make sure we are ready. And that every opportunity, we're gonna have a better chance than not. We may not hit them. We may not be perfect, but I'm going to make sure we have every fucking chance that could be flipped in our favor. It should be in our favor. That's what I want to do every 7 hours of my day, Monday through Friday. What about you? That's the hard decision. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, and you know, I take an hour a day for God. Amen, bro. In a fucking evil world, I'm so down for that. And even then, just like the story of Daniel, brother, he said, give us their vegetables. Let us eat our vegetables. Let us serve our God how we serve our God. And if you notice we perform any less than them, we'll follow your diet. We'll do whatever you say. But that's just not the case. And that hasn't happened. And that's why I'm saying, it's like, how are you going to use your time? And I'm not trying to bully nobody. I am trying to push people over the fence and get off of the fucking fence and make a decision, left, right, up, down. It don't matter. Because the sooner you make a decision of how you're using your time, your effort, and thinking about your future, the sooner we're going to find out what's really good for you or not. And the same thing for you. And at the end of the day, it's not my life, but I do align a certain amount with, some of you can agree. I think you want the same thing that I want. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to waste my time, because if I wanted to waste my time, I wouldn't look at stocks. You know what I'm saying? I would probably do a lot of drugs. I would probably go travel the world. I would probably go hang with my nieces and nephews. So if I'm not out there trying to get the best opportunity ever, why the fuck would I sit in a room and ring bells? You think that's what I want to do? No, I'm there for some other reason. I'm there for opportunity every fucking morning. I'm expecting it. Like I'm getting, bro, having this conversation, I am getting excited to wake up. I hope you realize that, bro. Fuck this bath, dog. I'm about to take a cold shower after this and fucking run it. But yeah, that's a really hard decision, man. And I'm not trying to make it toxic. I'm not trying, but somebody got to push you, dog. I'm telling you, man, somebody got to push you. The long-term videos on the trading fraternity. I haven't made a video since the tap. I haven't bought anything since the tap. I have a deposit. The other account, I need some more. But then, yeah, I'm going to get another deposit soon. But yeah, I'll do one right when I do it, bro. Yeah, dog. But no, I mean, believe me. Like I'm telling you, I want to be there. I want opportunity. I'm not done. I hope you're not done either. We have a lot of work to do, because there is so much opportunity for all of us to change the world and to be free, for us to have freedom as our founding fathers guaranteed and the vets died for. And I want to make sure all of you will get there. And we have a lot more work to do with it. And that's why it's like, I want to do it. It's like, that's why I'm saying, if you don't want to go, and if you're not thinking about your future, you're not valuing how you're doing your time and all of this, bro, like, I would rather you should do something you enjoy. I'm grateful that I enjoy it, but it's not just for enjoyment. It's the opportunity. Because like I'm saying, bro, once this AI shit's over, once you see, I was at the start of the internet. You guys realize that? Like, why am I me? It's the internet, dude. I was a little Egyptian boy. I was stealing AOL CDs to get on the fucking internet. I think I was like 7 years old or something. I was a baby, dude. But the internet allowed a little son of immigrants to get into the world that was once blocked off and was controlled by a lot of people. And it was the beginning of the internet, I was there. The beginning of social media, I was there. The beginning of crypto, I was there. Guess what? The beginning of AI. We are here right now. You see what I'm saying? And I've been telling people this, bro. There is going to be an opportunity where it's the walls are going to come down. And a lot of you are going to be able to compete with the biggest conglomerates in the world. And that window is only going to last for a little bit. And then you got to wait till the next one. So, like I'm saying, man, what are you going to do with it right now? And I was recognizing this very early, especially this time around. So I hope y'all do it. And I hope, that's why I'm saying we have so much more. That gets me excited. That's why I can't talk to me in 2030, 2035. And I hope that after we finish all of that, bro, we'll be good to go. Why is this clown in the shower? Dog, how you talking shit with your baby as your profile picture? I don't even know to be like mean or nice to you, bro. Why are you doing that to your son? He's gonna fucking hate you when he's 18. He's gonna follow me on Instagram. And you'll be like, my dad used to talk shit about you. But what's philo? You don't know that's gonna happen? How do you think we have a bunch of liberals? And how do you think we have a whole generation now of a bunch of little fucking radical Republican kids? It's just you're the reason, brother. Yeah, we're talking about bubbles, I guess. But I had a bubble bath. I didn't want to make a video. So I said I'd free the chat and see what you guys got. So don't worry. I won't penalize you guys for that. You guys did pretty good. That's it. I can't clown you, bro. I'm not gonna make fun of your baby picture. Okay? Congratulations. All right, dog. Congratulations. I need water. I might have to. We've been doing this for 40 minutes, dog. All right, bro. I gotta fucking one more fucking douse in here, bro. I don't know what I can't open Twitter, you guys. How the fuck would I be? I'm holding my phone. You know what I'm saying? The 96 gigabyte Pro. Dude, have you seen the, what's it called? Have you seen the Apple M4? Doesn't that have like 190 gigabytes of, what is it called? Like combined memory or whatever? It's an Apple though, so it's whack and expensive. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have a Discord. Yeah, you got go to the guy with the baby photo. He'll tell you how to get in. I'm sure you guys will get along. But yeah, hit him up. Oh, swimwear was about the bubble bath, bro. I am. I'm in swimwear. I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there. I've been here for 40 minutes. You can have it all, but you've been scared. Oh, man. Dude, I'm telling you. I wasn't like, he didn't fuck me up too bad, bro. But I got tackled. And like, nah, but I was like, I just need a bubble bath. Because, dog, I'm not going to lie, these Epsom salts, dog, it really works. I haven't done one in a long time. The last time I was sick, I took a bath. So I'm not sick. I'm just fucking, that was, dog, I balled out, though. They were haters. Dog, tell me why I got cooked. This little kid played. He was like 20-something years old. And he fucking draining game winners. Just, it was bad, bro. He cooked me. Right? And I was like, all right, fuck that. And then the next game, dog, I went off. And then the next game, I went off. And then they started like fucking playing hard. They started like fouling me and shit, bro, until I eventually got tackled. I was like, y'all whack, bro. So why y'all gotta do me like that? I know, bro. Yeah, dog, they were hating. I was killing, dog. I think I shot 6 for 6 in a game. It was disgusting. And then the next game was like 4 for 4. I think I only missed like 2 shots in like 5 games. Woo! Oh. All right, man. I didn't get bruised, but I'm going to take a cold shower after this. You know, maybe feel frisky, take off my bathing suit. I didn't know. I thought wearing a bathing suit would help, but then I'm like, I can't even show them my feet, dog. Mm-hmm. Oh. I've fine-tuned a couple of them, but I need more power. I've done the best that I can without Blackwells, pretty much. I have a decent setup, but it's not. I need more, and then I have a lot of data. I have an incredible amount of data that isn't really accessible. You know, I've been doing it for a while, but yeah, I got to do a lot. Well, she's confused at what you're watching. I mean, I told my girlfriend what I was gonna do, and she looked at me and she was like, "OnlyFans?" And I said, "No, no, 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 no." And she said, "Okay." And then she stopped asking questions. So that's it, bro. That's it. That's so you gotta figure it out, man. With bubbles, stock bubble, bubble bath, AI bubble. That's it. Cause I said I'm gonna go live in the bathtub. She said, you're doing an OnlyFans? I said, no. Wait, what the fuck? But yeah, so if she could understand, I think you guys will get there. Oh, fuck, dude. All right, man. Well, God bless you. I'm going to get going. I hope you all learned something. You guys did good. You know, I'll lower the delay. I'll lower the delay for tomorrow, okay? So you have a good night. And may you know the Lord is with you, Brand. And just, again, the sooner you move, man, the sooner you find out. You guys know that, right? Don't worry. No one's ever going to get mad at you for making a move. And if they do, they were a hater. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Though some of y'all, then you ain't never get mad at me for making a move. You know, I was thinking about it. Remember when we started the Locked In and I was making you guys email me for the document and I was like, holy shit. And then people fucked it up. Guess what? We figured that out in a day. We figured it out in 2 days and then we changed it and then we made a move. Don't ever make a move, brother. That's all you got to do. Make a move. You make a move, you are going to be golden. That's it. But other than that, I encourage you to find out what's good for you. And that's why. If it's serving you, keep serving it. If it's not serving you, I encourage you to make a move. And that's it, man. God bless America. Freedom is the real answer. You know that, right? No one should be able to tell you what to do. I believe that for all of you. That doesn't mean you become an asshole. It means that if somebody said you have to do this, you're going to lose your job if you don't do this. You got to do this. No, freedom, brother. Freedom. Do you understand? Savings, long term, increase income, good investments, taking advantage opportunity. That's what's going to make it. So have a good night. The Lord is with you. Goodbye.